Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So I just saw this, guys, from BondCrypt XRP, and going along with the El Salvadorian Bitcoin story, I did hear this story from one of my viewers. They did post in the comment section of one of my videos, but apparently the majority of Salvadorians do not want Bitcoin. This is apparently according to a poll. So Reuters did report on this. San Salvador, or El Salvador, most Salvadorians disagree with the government's decision to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, with many unaware of how to use the digital currency and distrust of the project, a poll by the Central American University showed on Thursday. So at least 67.9% of the 1,281 people surveyed said they disagree or strongly disagree with the use of Bitcoin as legal tender, said the poll by UCA. Just over 32% of people said they agree on some level. So we've got a lot of people here in El Salvador definitely saying no to this Bitcoin experiment or transition, I suppose. The study was issued days before the government is due to formalize the cryptocurrency as legal tender in El Salvador on September 7th, so that's coming next week. A plan announced by President Nayib Bukele back in June. UCA's poll carried out in August also showed that 9 out of 10 people did not have a clear understanding of Bitcoin, and 8 out of 10 said they had little or no confidence in its use. So again, this has to do more, I think, with educating the public on Bitcoin and not so much on Bitcoin itself. Of course, if we're talking about Bitcoin and if we're talking about getting the public onto Bitcoin right now at all-time highs or very, very close to all-time highs, right? This could be very, very devastating to El Salvadorians because, you're buying your Bitcoin, you're trading your Bitcoin right up here. And then we see a bear market with an 85% correction, which is not unheard of. And sure enough, the Bitcoin that you purchased up here at about $51,000 is now going to be worth $7,000 or $8,000. So you've ultimately reduced your wealth by 85%. And so, this again is going to be a learning curve. Some do not understand this. However, the other legal tender in El Salvador is US dollars. So, for those people, and I think this is a great business idea for anybody in El Salvador who has the means to do this, create some kind of online learning portal for El Salvadorians to understand Bitcoin. Of course, it would have to be in Spanish. But yeah, there's a business idea for somebody out there. Charge a minimal amount or even start a YouTube channel, do something, and you will likely get a lot of El Salvadorians tuning in, wanting to learn about, these new rules that are coming down the pipe in their country, right? Easy things like don't buy high, buy low, sell high. So, if Bitcoin does come crashing back down 85%, maybe that's the time to put your USD into BTC before the next rally up. And sure enough, if you do this, you will be better off than if you're putting your money into Bitcoin now while it's nearing all-time highs. Just a thought there. Wanted to bring this up, guys, from DJ Peter Vaz. Another biggie with regards to SBI Holdings. They are to launch Japan's first crypto fund that will invest in XRP, BTC, and ETH, but XRP, of course, our main focus. Financial giant SBI Holdings is planning to launch Japan's first digital asset fund by December. This coming from a Bloomberg report. The new investment vehicle will have exposure to some major cryptocurrencies, including XRP. Morningstar, Japan's president Tomoya Asukura, told the outlet that the fund will showcase the usefulness of diversification. I want people to hold it together with other assets and experience firsthand how useful it can be for diversifying portfolios. With that being said, investors are expected to understand the risks associated with the novel asset class. Asakura says that SBI Holdings will swiftly roll out another crypto fund if the first one ends up being a success. The company might also be considering launching a separate investment vehicle for institutional investors. SBI Holdings is not new to crypto, of course. We know that they are definitely linked to Ripple, and so that is a big draw, I think. And why I'm reporting on this, if they are going to start a fund that includes XRP, and it's meant for the retail investor, right? They're showing the people that, the diversification even within cryptocurrency is going to be really important moving forward. It's not just Bitcoin, it's not just Ethereum, two of the most popular cryptocurrencies out there, but there are other cryptocurrencies with use cases, and I think this is going to put many of the Japanese people on track in the right direction. Those who are already cryptocurrency savvy, of course, they are likely already leaps and bounds ahead, but for the lay people out there wanting to invest in the future, wanting to invest in cryptocurrency projects, it's not like, they're saying, okay, well, here's a Bitcoin trust and just throw your money in this. They're saying there's a lot more involved in cryptocurrency, and XRP, just another way to diversify your cryptocurrency portfolio. So that's great news. Wanted to thank DJ Peter Vass for pointing that out. We also got this, guys. Now, Ripple's Swell Conference, the 2021 edition, will be held November 9th and 10th. It will be a virtual conference again. So you can register here. This from XRP_Crow here on Twitter. And so there is a portal there for you to put in your information. And I think they're only going to give out a certain amount of invites. But for those of you guys interested, I will link this tweet in the description of the video. Again, it is a virtual conference, so you do not have to actually go in person. But of course, it's great to know. We all want to know the latest updates from Ripple, and who else is going to be there, and any new nuggets of information that we learn. So there's that. I also wanted to mention that of course the XRP price moving up currently, and I was following this on Twitter and, decided to talk about it today because now we're seeing XRP price move up. Of course, there are targets that we are eyeing. And the way I like to look at the market is, the more indicators, the more there are, the better it is and the better chances we have at reaching those prices. So I know a lot of you guys follow the blockchain backer. I know $10 to $13 has kind of been his price targets from the beginning. I've gone on the record in saying, $10 to $15, just depending on what kind of model you're looking at. But there's also another model, guys, that I'm going to show you in a second. First, I wanted to just mention this article here from XRP Crypto Wolf. He posted this. The price of XRP edged up higher on September 2nd, which was yesterday, as traders assessed Ripple Labs gaining an edge over the SEC in an ongoing courtroom battle. So some will suggest that, this SEC case is really going to have an effect on price, and I believe it will. Okay, here's what I think. If they're still in court and the altcoin rally ramps up, I still think XRP will do well, but the bonus is if we do reach a settlement, if we do actually get some clarity for XRP, I do think XRP will really shoot up. The FOMO will be crazy, and I think it could be, dare I say, one of the best performers in the 2021 bull run. Okay, I'm going to say that. I'm going to put that on the record if we do get clarity and it coincides with this. So the XRP USD exchange rate surged 4.74%, and it did reach about $1.30 for the first time since August 23rd. The pair's climb appeared alongside a spike in trading volume on the 4-hour chart, confirming traders' intent to support the upside move in the coming sessions. XRP has a shot to go higher this week, reflecting a similar bullish move in the top digital asset. So we've got Credible Crypto here discussing this. In a tweet down here, he says XRP going for a break of $1.25. We clear this with conviction, and we are headed to anywhere between $1.50 and $1.60. And he says he did talk about this in his last YouTube video. If you haven't seen it, you should probably check it out before this baby heads to the moon. So let's take a look at XRP. Okay, bringing it up here, guys. I got it here on the weekly. Actually, I'm going to throw it on the daily for you guys to take a look at. Let me throw Fibonacci on here real quick, just to kind of demonstrate. Demonstrate. Oh, that got messed up. Let me throw that on again. Demonstrate here what we're looking at. So, okay. Typical Fibonacci, we know $1.50 would bring us, $1.52 would bring us roughly to the 0.702. Of course, we do need to break through that with conviction. $1.60, $1.50, $1.60, he is giving us a range. Of course, by the 0.786, we would be reaching about $1.65. So anywhere within this area here, if we break through that with conviction, of course, we know we are going to see more upward momentum. And yes, we are still trading in a spec market, and the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is definitely going to have a lot to do with that. So this article just goes on to talk a little bit about the SEC case and some of the details that we already know about. Jack the Rippler down here saying, the judge ended the call back on, Monday, and it looks very bad for the SEC. Credible down here saying, I'm no lawyer, but I simply can't imagine this case going to trial unless Ripple wants to take it there. The odds seem stacked against the SEC at this time, and a loss at trial would set precedents that could hinder future enforcement actions by the SEC against the smaller fish. So I did a video about this morning, guys, and the idea that mid-September could be that time, because now we have the judge looking at those documents in camera in her office, and if it is indeed discovered that the SEC was trading XRP at the time in question. If there were any employees trading XRP at the time in question, the entire case would go out the window. So there's all this stuff going on, and we have to be paying attention because the price will move very, very fast. I mean, it is already poised to move up. I mean, it's already moving up. We were talking about it being poised to move up when it was down and around here, right? When it was forming this bullish flag pattern, and now we are seeing it move up. Throw the Fibonacci back on here. 702, of course, got to break that with conviction before we get some real price accumulation. And another point to ponder, guys, I wanted to bring this up to you from James Rule XRP here, XRP community. Remember the 2017-2018 crypto hype. 2021 is a new era in a digital ecosystem. So for those of you guys who were here back then, we have to kind of think of this bull run as something different. 2017, 2018 was child's play. I agree. December 31st, 2017, let's not forget where the market cap was. XRP was in number 2. Its market cap was at $89 billion, and its circulating supply only at $38.7 billion. And it was trading at $2.30 at that time. So the week before XRP's final push up to all-time high, which was around $3.30, just depending on the exchange you're looking at. But to his point here, right? We are now in a new world, okay? The market cap right now, over $2 trillion. Money has been pouring into crypto like nobody's business. And so I'm going to take a look at this formula that was brought to my attention by Stéphane Hubert here on Twitter. So this is an older tweet from a few weeks ago now, but I think that it is interesting to point this out because basically we are coming up with the same kinds of targets for XRP as we would if we were to just look at pure technical analysis, which is, just remarkable, I think. I think it is amazing that we are, and it's great to know, it just confirms it even more that $10 to $15 price point, I mean, it's going to be difficult to pinpoint it directly, but that $10 to $15 price point, I think, is not out of the cards. So, to Stéphane Hubert's tweet here, I mean, originally he was asked by Team Digital here at Team Digital 7 to give his price predictions. And again, this is just for fun, guys. This is by no means financial advice. We are just analyzing the market. We are taking a look at it from different angles, and we're seeing if we're going to come to the same conclusions. And the fact is that we are, and I'm going to show you how. So Stéphane Hubert here saying, people asking what my price expectation is for XRP EOY. So he's putting a time frame on it by the end of the year. I'm not going to put a time frame on it. I'm going to say, by the height of the bull run, by the height of the altcoin rally, this is what it could be. Whenever that is, whether it's quarter 4 2021, whether it's quarter 1 2022, that is kind of the range where I'm expecting it to go. So he says, I'm not an expert, but this is just for me personally. So he says, if the litigation continues, take the old all-time high for XRP and multiply that by this, multiply it by the new all-time high for Bitcoin and divide that by the old all-time high for Bitcoin, and you get roughly 3.2 times 3 plus, give or take. Now, he's given us some rough math here, and so if we were to just take a look at this real quick, of course, we've got the old high for XRP. Let me throw this here on the weekly just to kind of give you guys a broader sense of what we're looking at here. Old high for XRP, roughly $3.32, give or take. So we'll put that up there, $3.32. All right, just to remind ourselves of that, we'll bring up Bitcoin here and we'll take the new high for Bitcoin. So get rid of that. New high for Bitcoin right up here, roughly 64,895. Okay, so 64,000. We'll just put it up here, 895. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's basically $65,000. But we'll put the numbers up here, divided by the last all-time high. So that last all-time high for Bitcoin would have been December 2017, and we would have seen it at about $19,666. So $19,666 there, okay? So fairly easy to remember. We're going to take this, we're going to divide it by that, and so that would be 64,895 divided by 19,666, right? That gives us about 3.3, okay? 3.2998, so 3.3 give or take. And to Stéphane Hubert's point here, you would multiply that by the old all-time high for XRP, right? And so we have XRP up here, old all-time high, 332, so 3.3 just do it. 3.3 times 3.32 would bring us to about $10.96. So basically $11, give or take. That's one way to look at it. And Stéphane Hubert also saying, you know, this is if litigation continues. But if litigation is over, what you would do is you would take the same calculation and then multiply it by FOMO to the power of 2, which is just, you know, a fun way of saying people are really going to pile into this. And, you know, if we already are going to have our targets met even without anything, even with, you know, the market as status quo, think about where the FOMO could actually take the market. So, I mean, FOMO to the power of 2, that's just kind of a fun calculation here. But I think it is important to note, and again, guys, this is why do not sell all of your XRP. This is probably another good time to mention this crypto exit plan that I created. It is a spreadsheet. It has all the calculations put inside with values here. You guys can pop in your coins manually here, pop in the quantity, pop in the target, and you know, based on what your plan is, you can cash out at certain percentages. So I will leave this in the description of this video for you guys. If you are interested in this resource, I have talked about this in several other videos, so I don't want to dwell on this too much. So back to Stéphane Hubert's prediction here. It's interesting that he says that because Team Digital also calculated a prediction and basically came to the same calculation. LOL, that's exactly what mine are. I've always said the last bull run was about 800 billion. This one is about 2.4 trillion. So what he's saying is basically take what the height of the market was in this bull run, divide it by the last bull run, and then multiply that by the coin's all-time high. So again, if we were to just go back to this and take a look at the total crypto market cap, what we would have up here is the total market cap right now, and that high up there, we're looking at 2.57 trillion. Okay, so we'll just calculate it as 2.577. But I won't put the decimals in there, but just to make the calculation easier. So $2.577 trillion. You take the last bull run right up here. That's when the market cap was at its highest, and you take that. That would be 761, so 761 billion. So you put 761 there, billion, and so what you would do is you would divide 2,577 divided by 761. And what you get is, again, about 3.4 or 3.386, okay? So 3.4, very, very close to 3.3 in that last calculation. And so to finalize here, what would you do? Well, you would take the top 20 coins, whatever coin that you want to look at this point. So if we take XRP again and multiply that by 3.38 times, and old all-time high for XRP, $3.30, give or take, you would get an XRP roughly $11.15. And so that calculation, obviously, based on the total market cap, dividing the top of this market to the top of the last market. Conversely, you can also calculate, and it's going to be roughly the same calculation, the top of Bitcoin that we've seen today to the top of Bitcoin that we saw back in 2018, 3.3, 3.4, multiply that by the all-time high, guys, and you're getting an XRP worth roughly $11.15. So another interesting way to calculate this, I wanted to thank Stéphane Hubert here on Twitter, and I also wanted to thank Team Digital here on Twitter just to give us a different perspective, a different alternative viewpoint on price targets, and it's great to see it's all checking out and that we're not completely off our rockers. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.